Greenery in the home, a huge trend, and one way we see it is in wreaths. But save money, create one yourself. Amy Latta is back to share why we should make our own instead of buying a new wreath. Okay, Amy, you make it seem so easy. Why should we make instead of buy?
Well, first of all, when you make something yourself, it can be totally the way that you want it to be. You can customize it. You can make whatever size you want, whatever greens you want. So I shared with you earlier that we're kind of redecorating our living room, and I was looking for a wreath, and I found one at the store that I liked some things about, but not everything. And it was pretty expensive. Wreaths can run, you know, a half wreath like the ones we're doing today can be $15 to $35,
yes,
and the full ones can be up to $50.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you how I made all three of these for $20.
There you go. She's going to show us what we need.
So the first thing that you're going to need is a hoop. And I like to use the wire hoops. And I actually got these three as a set for less than $3.50 at Walmart. Like, I'm not even kidding. Go to the part where they have their floral section and their little craftiness, and you can get three of these wreaths all for $3.48.
That's a deal. Yeah.
So you're going to use that. You could also use a wooden hoop, or like some people like to use an embroidery hoop. You can use any of those things. And then the other things that you're going to need are your faux greenery, and you're going to need floral wire and a pair of cutters. And that's literally all that you need. It's very, very easy.
Where did your greenery come from?
Also from Walmart in that floral section. Yep. And they had three different kinds of eucalyptus. So I decided to do one on each of the wreaths so that you can see the difference and see what you like. So these larger picks that I used for the big wreath were like $3 each. So my big wreath cost about $8.50 to make total.
That's lovely. That's a great price, and it's so pretty.
Yes. And then these smaller ones, these came as, it's two different picks. Each one was 97 cents. So this wreath cost me $3.50 to make. This one cost $4.50 because this particular eucalyptus pick was a little bit more expensive. So yeah, but it just depends on, you can see it's got different sizes of the leaves, different materials that they're made of, different colors. And of course you could mix them together or just use one.
But so then how do you do it? You have a wire. You have the wire.
Right. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, you've got this big pick, you're going to cut it into individual stems so that you have something that's really easy to work with. Then we're just going to apply it onto the hoop here wherever you want it to go. And I start with as high up as I want it to be. So I start on the side like this. And then I cut a piece of floral wire, and I'm just going to start wrapping. And of course we want to start securing this bottom part of the stem, but we also want to travel a little higher up and secure it up here as well. Because if we don't, it's not going to follow that wreath shape around. So we're going to secure that on.
After a while too.
Exactly, and we don't want floppies. So then all you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing on the other side. I like to do the left and then the right, and then I come in with additional ones, and I just layer them on top of each other, wrapping them with the floral wire until they meet in the middle. And I just make sure that the leaves cover up the wire when we get to that middle part. And that's literally all you have to do.
And it's so pretty.
It
the
is.
Finished product.
Yes. And I did want to mention that the reason why we want to use wire instead of like hot glue, there's a couple reasons actually. One is that the wire is going to hold it more securely, and you're not going to have to worry about things falling off. But the other reason is if you hang this on your front door and hot glue gets hot again, it remelts. So what happens is you have a mess. Things fall off, and my front door gets a whole lot of sunlight. So I've had
how mine is too. It's hot to the touch. Hot to the touch,
So I've had wreaths where things just start falling off, and I don't like that. So you want to use the wire instead, because the floral wire is permanent. It's going to stay there. So then if you want, you can hang your wreath just by the hoop. Some of them come with a hanger, like this one I got in the Target Dollar Spot had a hanger on it already. Or if you want to add a piece of ribbon, you can do that too. I've got kind of the farmhouse vibe, as you know, going in my house, so I picked this gray checkered ribbon. And you can add a hanger as well, and that kind of helps you bring in a pop of color and tie it into the rest of your decor.
It's perfect. Of course, Amy Latta Creations for much more crafting inspiration. Thanks, Amy. Good to have you. We'll be right back.